defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Now here's Paul. Right now averaging 21 points a game. Outside Jordan. The dish to Paul. He feeds it to Reddick. Shot from the wing. And he gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 7. Now Beverly. Feeds it to Howard. A beautiful reverse layup. Howard's got his first basket.
See how he used the rim to protect the ball perfectly from the defender on that reverse.
Paul outside. Reddick is in the corner. Back to Paul. At the elbow, Griffin. And the shot is good. Griffin's got 8 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
They played a very physical game the last time they got together, and it had a lot to do with them coming away empty. There were just too many key players in foul trouble by the time the fourth quarter came around.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Monty Eunice is checked in for Howard. Smith comes in for Terrence Jones. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's McDaniels in for Patrick Beverly. Here's McDaniels. Right now averaging 5 points a game. 5 to shoot. It's Harden with the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And Clark, Steve just touched on it. There are some players they can't afford to be missing late in games, and that's what happened last time these two teams met.
And you know what, guys? To avoid that this time around, you've got to turn the heat down a little bit on the aggressiveness. Idle it down just a notch, because if you don't, an opponent can make that work against you.
Well, a moment now. Let's check out the story on J.J. Redick. His last 10 games, he's putting up 13 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, I think, guys, when you look overall at his contributions.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table.
Free throw good, Davis.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles, and for a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow, for the 2nd season in a row, the Clippers were the best team in L.A.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in L.A., folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in L.A. land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers. No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Monty Eunice's shot is good. Clippers leading by 4. Paul passes to Reddick. It's just a Hawks. 1:57 left here in the opening quarter. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the 2nd longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in L.A. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times, an easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Well, Josh Smith, one of the league's most versatile defenders. He's very strong and athletic, and he can guard either threes or fours, which gives your defense a lot of options.
Paul kicks to Reddick. Misses the three.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Harden with it. Chris Paul covering. And Brewer with the stop.
The bounce pass was the key to the play.
LA's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And Smith, a terrific shot blocker. His great athleticism making an impact every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, just a guy that I think does a really good job filling up the stat sheet. I mean, steals, assists, and he'll give you some highlight reel, too.
Yeah. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And I think everybody who was at that game would agree it was their defense that really won it for them.
Yeah, they were all over the place, flying all over the court on D. The kind of hustle that pays off big time for you.
Here is Hawes. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Reddick kicks to Davis. Adiunas grabs the miss. And for Houston, they're shooting 40% here in the early stages. Harden dishes to Brewer. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. They play the clock right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly and get 2 possessions out of this. He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
It's stolen by Turkoglu. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and that is good. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's McDaniels, covered by Reddick. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the shot. McDaniels got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this. How sweet was that? Honey sweet. Paul with great form.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top, leading by just 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
This Friday night, February 27th, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers. Live from Portland. Don't miss it.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
Beverly with the ball. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Adiunas out there with Smith. And it's Brewer in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now, here is Harden. Adiunas passes to Harden. Davis with the block. Now, here's Reddick. Defended by Beverly. And Reddick kicks to Hawes. It's Crawford on the wing. Clock at 6. Corner shot. It's rebounded by Houston. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And let's bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. You look at Beverly, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the three ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
And he makes the first. Houston making some changes. Howard comes in for Smith. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for James Harden. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers. And he makes both free throws. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the field. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, if you ask Coach Doc Rivers about DeAndre Jordan, he's going to say something along the lines of, he can single-handedly change a game with his defense. I genuinely see traits of Bill Russell. Jordan said, to be compared with somebody like that, I take it to heart. Defense is my first, second, and third priority. I know that Doc instilled that in me. Kevin?
There's greatness and respect to be had doing the dirty work, Doris. Thank you.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now here's Rivers. Davis setting the pick for Rivers. In the corner, it's Crawford. Davis dishes to Hawes. Rivers kicks to Crawford. And Glenn Davis is going to pick up that foul. That's his first foul. Terrence Jones is checked in for Monty Eunice. Houston in the lead. Here's Beverly. Jones with the screen on Rivers. And Beverly kicks to Ariza. Knocked loose. And stolen by Turkoglu. Now here's Rivers. Defense right on him. Davis setting the pick for Rivers. In the corner, it's Crawford. Pass to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Davis setting the pick for Crawford. The Clippers need to get off a shot. A nice shot by Rivers.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Beverly kicks to Jones. He dishes it to Brewer. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Brewer's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here is Davis. 8 points his last outing. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 1.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Beverly with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Ariza, a screen on Rivers. Here's Brewer. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Brewer's got 6. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Now here is Davis. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rivers passes to Hawes. Puts up the baby hook. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
The 7'1" Spencer Hawes, a finesse big man, great skill level. 4th among centers last season in assists, 1st among centers in 3-pointers made.
And Hawes, not just an offensive player, he can rebound and block shots as well.
Yeah, but he's not really a banger, not really a physical big guy, but he brings some nice assets to the table. He can shoot it, doesn't look for contact, but you don't expect that from him.
Spencer Hawes, an early candidate last season for most improved player, but his hot shooting steadily tailed off, Steve, with the Sixers last year.
Yeah, month after month, you know, his field goal percentage and three-point percentage has dropped. But I thought he found new life when he was traded